Welcome to the course on Hands On PLC Unlock the Power of TIA Portal for Industrial Automation. Myself, Dr. V. Sujata, and my colleague Dr. A. Vimras Chabino from SRM Institute of Science and Technology will be the course instructors for this course. Coming to course introduction, what is an industrial automation? In various process industries, the production process should go through a fixed repetitive sequence of operation with the logical steps. So this automation can be carried out using a PLC. What is a PLC? PLC stands for Programmable Logic Controller. Other words, it is an industrial computer where hardware and software are adapted to the industrial environment and electrical technician. And why PLC? PLC is a workhorse of industrial automation where the fixed repetitive sequence of operation with a logical steps will be proceeded in a faster rate, and that's why it is termed as workhorse of industrial automation. Coming to the definition of PLC as per the IEC standard, it is a digitally operating electronic apparatus which uses a programming memory for internal storage of instructions for implementing a specific function such as logic, sequencing, timing, counting, and arithmetic to control through digital or analog module various types of machines or processors. Next is a PLC architecture, which is going to have an input module where the signal from the plant is fed to the module with the help of a sensor. It may be in the form of a switch. And the output from the PLC is fed to the plant with the help of an output module, which is nothing but the load or nothing but a motor, driving a motor, which is nothing but the actuator. Between the input and output module, there is a CPU, which is the heart of the PLC. In addition to that, it is going to have a memory, which may be a program or a data memory, and all these elements are connected with the power supply module. And it's very clear that the input module is nothing but that the data from the plant is fed to the PLC with the help of an input module in the form of a switches. And similarly, the output from the PLC is fed to the plant with the help of output load devices in the form of actuators. And this forms the architecture of the PLC. Next is a PLC overview. The PLC consists of four main parts. First is a program memory, which stores the instruction for a logical control sequence. Next is a data memory, which stores the status of switches, interlock, past and current values of data item. Next is output devices, which is nothing but hardware and software driver for industrial process actuator, which may be in the form of solenoid switch, motors and valves. And input devices is nothing but the hardware or software driver for an industrial process sensor, which may be as a switch state sensors, proximity detectors and interlock settings. And finally the CPU, which is a brain of PLC. So next is a detailed description of the PLC component. First is the CPU, which contain one or more processors to control the PLC. It handles the communication with other component, and it also handles computation, executes the OS, manages the memory, monitors the input and evaluate the user logic. The CPU can be operated in three modes. First is a program mode, second is a run mode, and third is a remote mode. So the first one is a program mode, which develop and download the program in the memory. And next is a run mode, which continuously scans and execute the ladder logic. And last is a remote mode, which remotely control the CPU mode from the computer, that it is going to switch from program mode to run mode or run mode to program mode. So followed by CPU, next is a memory, which stores the OS memory and application memory. OS memory is a memory that is burnt into ROM by manufacturer, and application memory which stores the status of inputs and outputs. Then next is the input module, which takes the input from the outside world from any device, that is especially from the plant using a sensor, and it converts the real world logic to a CPU logic, that is a machine understandable form. And next is the output module, which provides the connection to the real world output devices. It handles DC or AC voltages to output digital or analog signal, that is it is going to process from the machine, that is from CPU to the plant. Okay, so that is nothing but your output module. Okay, so it is very clear that the input module is going to interface the plant to the computer, that is a PLC, and the output module is going to interface the computer with a plant with the help of a output module. Okay, so this forms the components, PLC components. Thank you.